Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 22 of the Cleveland Indians franchise here on MLB The Show 21 for the PlayStation 5. Our Cleveland Indians continue the month of June and they have two home series today against two of the bottom dwelling teams of the league, starting off with a home series against the Seattle Mariners. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content as we try to push towards 500 subscribers. On the mound for Cleveland will be Aaron Savale today, who's having a phenomenal 2021. Sam Haggerty will lead off for the Mariners, and we begin with a strikeout of Haggerty as Savale gets us going with the K to start. J.P. Crawford up next, 2-2 to Crawford. He's also striking out, and Savale's off to a hot start. Kyle Lewis, he doesn't strike out as he actually grounds into center field for a base hit, but Lewis, being greedy, will try to take two, and he is thrown out at second, so he gets the single. But the top of the first comes to a close. Nick Margevicius is on the mound for Seattle today, the lefty making only his second start of the season. He has pitched 28 2/3 innings, and it's been a pretty solid season for him. He'll start off against Ahmed Rosario, 1-2 to Rosario, and he swings through a slider. That'll be strike three. And then Cesar Hernandez up next, 3-1, tries to lay down a bunt. It is down the line, picked up, and he has himself a bunt single. So he's on first base. That means Jose Ramirez is up next. First pitch swinging. He grounds into the left field. Gets by the glove of the shortstop. And Hernandez will get all the way to third. So we got runners on the corners for Franmil Reyes. And on a 1-0 pitch, he lines it past the glove of the shortstop again. That should have been 6-4-3 double play. Instead, it's still runners on the corners for Cleveland. And they score the first run. They are going to call an E6. Eddie Rosario up next. First pitch swinging. He's putting this one in the right field. No doubt about that one as a base hit. And Cleveland puts the second run of the ball game up. Still only one out. Jordan Luplow, he gets plunked on a 2-2 pitch. So that'll load the bases for Owen Miller, hitting .095 on the season. He gets a 1-2 slider, pops it up into foul territory. Easy play over there for out number 2. But still, bases loaded. Josh Naylor, 2-2, smacks it right up the middle perfectly. One run comes around. Second one's on his way home. And it's 4-0 Cleveland, still in the first. Josh Naylor swinging a hot bat this month. Comes through. Perez up next, 0-1, hits a nice fastball into right. This one will be caught, but Cleveland just put up 4 in the bottom of the first. We'll stay with them. Back to the top of the order for bottom of the second, and Ahmed Rosario picks up right where we left off. That is a leadoff single. Cesar Hernandez now. He's going to try to lay down a bunt down the line. He will move Ahmed Rosario. He will get thrown out at first, however, but Rosario is now on second. Jose Ramirez, first pitch swinging up the middle, base hit. Rosario's got speed. He's going to come home with ease. And it's now 5-0 Indians, still only in the bottom of the second. Franmil Reyes' turn, full count. This one down the third base line. That'll be 5-4-3. But Cleveland did put up another run. Top 3 now. Luis Torrens steps up for Seattle. They need to get some sort of offense going here. 2-1 to him, and he puts it over the glove of Jimenez at second into the right center gap, and that will be a leadoff double for Torrens. Maybe a little something here for Seattle. That is his third double of the season. Taylor Trammell up next, strike 3 on the sinker. He goes down swinging third of the day for Savale. Then back to the top of the lineup, Haggerty 1-2, grounds it right to the shortstop. Easy play at first. Runner does not advance. 2 down. J.P. Crawford's turn, full count, hits a ball deep to right field. This one's got a chance. Luplow looks up, and it is actually out of here. A 2-run shot for Seattle. J.P. Crawford with his 6th of the season starts to make this one a game again as he cuts the lead to 3. Now 5-2 Cleveland off of the rare home run given up by Savale. Next batter, Kyle Lewis, 2-1 to Lewis. He chops this one right to the first baseman, Naylor. He will step on the bag himself, but Seattle does get 2 back in the third. We'll go bottom 4 with Cleveland. Roberto Perez starting us off, and he perfectly waits for a curveball. That is a leadoff single into left. Back to the top order, Ahmed Rosario up next, 1-0. He also will put this one into left. Back-to-back singles now for Cleveland to get the fourth started. Cesar Hernandez is going to try to lay down another bunt, this one to the third baseman. He tries to throw Rosario out at second, but he can't, and everybody is safe. Bases loaded now, no outs. That'll be it for Nick Margevicius. And they're going to bring in the righty Casey Sadler, who has a 5.23 ERA. He's got himself in a huge jam here. Now one down though, but Franmil Reyes hits it up of the middle, and it'll be another 2 for Cleveland. Actually, not 2. Actually, runner got caught, I guess, and got thrown out at home plate. So actually, instead of 7-2, it's now 6-2 Cleveland. Rosario up next, full count draws, or not full count, 3-0 count, draws a walk, so that'll load the bases back up. Jordan Luplow now still 2 away, gets jammed, and will fly out. About that base runner, I meant to send him home, but I think I accidentally said him go to third instead of the runner going to second. So, oh well. But Kendall Graveman will come in later for Seattle, the longtime Mariner. In the fifth, Josh Naylor, 1 out, 0-1 count to him, and he'll slap this one into left. That'll get down for a base hit. He continues his hot streak. Next up, Roberto Perez, 2-1 to him, and he connects on a changeup, blasts this one into the left center gap, and it will get down up against the wall. Naylor was on his horse. He's going to round third, go home, and the throw is not in time. 7-2 Indians, thanks to the RBI double by Perez. Ahmed Rosario up next, jammed on a sinker. That'll pop up into shallow right center. Runners can't advance on that one. Cesar Hernandez back up. He's not laying about down this time, but he grounds out. Actually, he doesn't ground out. Second baseman makes a poor play on the ball, and Perez will come home and score. So what should have ended the inning makes it now 8-2 Cleveland. The second error that has proven costly for the Mariners today. Ray Ramirez up next, turns on a fastball, hits it to right field, and no doubt about it, it is clearing the wall. 2-run shot for Ramirez, his 16th of the season. And that error proves even more costly as the Cleveland Indians get to double digits here, still in the 5th inning. It is now 10-2 Indians. Crowd is all happy about this one. This is a blowout now. JT Chargois will come in later and try to end this inning as Graveman didn't even make it out of the 5th. He's got a 5.40 ERA in his 2 appearances this season. Full count, runner on second, or on first, and Rosario will strike out. So that'll be the end of the 5th finally. And we're going to skip all the way to the 8th, where Anthony Gose comes in to make his major league debut. We called him up last episode, and I thought this would be a good chance to give him his first work. And the first batter of the 9th, he gets swinging on a strikeout, which means that is Anthony Gose's first major league strikeout in his career. You love to see that for him. 2-0 now. The next batter, though, Kyle Lewis. He will hit this one into right, and Luplow makes a horrible play on the ball. He went for the catch, missed, did a cartwheel, and Lewis is still on the base pass going. He's on third base. He's actually going to head home, and he will get there in time and inside the park home run for Kyle Lewis. You never see those every day. Indians still up 10-3. They turn it over to Jordan Hicks next. And with the runner on first, 2 outs, he will end this ball game with a fly out to right. And the Cleveland Indians win game 1 of the series 10-3. Offense really showed out in this one, came alive early, and the Mariners just could not get anything done. They continue to struggle, and the Indians continue to be one of the hottest teams in baseball. So take a look at your final line score. Indians 10 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. Mariners 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They counted that second base play, not an error. I disagree entirely with that. Nonetheless, though, Ramirez is your player of the game. He went 3 for 5 with that long ball, and we pick up another win here in the month of June. Before we get into the next game of the series, Nick Wittgren actually got hurt in this one. He tore a finger ligament, so he'll be out for 1 to 2 months. And in his place, we'll call up Harold Ramirez, the right fielder down in Columbus, who was claimed off of waivers from Miami to start the 2021 season. He will get his very first action of the season. And here we go, calling him up, taking his roster spots. And then we will go down, and to take his spot at AAA will be Tyler Freeman. He'll get the bump back up, his first chance in the Clippers, and actually makes him a top prospect. Freeman now the 27th best prospect in baseball, actually better now than Nolan Jones. Second game of the series, Cleveland wins again, this time 7-3, 7 runs, 9 hits. Mariners actually had 12, just left a lot of base runners as Rosario and Luplow go yard for us. And then in game 3, win again, this time 7-3. This time we have 12 hits and they only have 5. Their only offense being a 3-run shot from Haniger, as we had a couple of players chime in, and McKenzie had a pretty good outing. Now, I wanted to highlight this series between the White Sox and the Tigers. Now, why would I highlight a series against the Tigers despite the fact that they're 21-45? Well, Spencer Torkelson finally got called up to the majors, so the #1 overall pick from just a year ago is already making his major league debut. He played 2 games in this series and has yet to record a hit, so his major league career is not off to a hot start. As you see, Tigers did pick up 1 win, but then go down 6-0 in the game that Torkelson didn't play. But Torkelson, despite not getting a hit so far, he is going to be a bright star for the Detroit future. So in the second part of this episode, we have a 4-game home series against the Baltimore Orioles. Another chance to make up some ground and actually start to get more into the playoff race. As the Orioles sit 20-44 on the season, we now sit 35-29. On the mound for Cleveland will be Logan Allen today. 12 starts, 247. We saw him last episode. He put together a pretty solid outing. And leading off for Baltimore will be Austin Hayes, who we also saw lead off for them last episode, 7th now in the AL center field voting. 1-2 from Allen. He will dribble this one up the middle. Actually, Allen with a nice glove grab puts him away for the first out. Take a look at Baltimore's lineup today. It's very similar to what we saw last episode. We will see up next Cedric Mullins, the center fielder this time. Ryan Mountcastle, Trey Mancini, Maikel Franco, DJ Stewart, Freddie Galvis, Rio Ruiz, and Taylor Davis. Mountcastle's been pretty solid in his past 10 games. Cedric Mullins, though, will draw a walk on 4 straight pitches, so Allen misses a couple high. Mountcastle up next, 1-1. He gets an inside fastball and will put it into right field, and it will eat up Harold Ramirez, who is actually playing right field today, so Mullins would get all the way to third. Runners on the corners now, 1 out for Baltimore, an early scoring chance. Trey Mancini, though, 1-1 up next, 4-6-3 double play, so no runs come across for Baltimore. On the mound for the Orioles will be the Dark Knight, Matt Harvey, the former top pitcher in baseball who's had a long fall from grace, now in Baltimore, 5.63 ERA on the season. I don't know if the Dark Knight will ever rise again. Ahmed Rosario will start off for Cleveland, 0-2 though, and Harvey gets him to call strike 3 looking on the outer corner. Nice pitch. Cesar Hernandez up next, 1-2. He gets golfing at the inside curveball, so Harvey starts the day off with back-to-back punch-outs. But then he walks Jose Ramirez, who cannot connect on a high fastball. Brings up Josh Naylor, who's playing 4th today, as Reyes gets a day off. And he takes a 1-0 changeup into right off of the wall. Just missed a home run. So that puts runners now on 2nd and 3rd, 2 away for the 5-hitter, which will be Ben Gamble today. 2-1 to Gamble. He chops this one to the first baseman, who fields it. And Mancini will run to first. So both teams scoreless through 1. Bottom of the 2, Cleveland brings in Bradley Zimmer, who will get a shot in left field today, as Eddie will get the day off. 2-2 to Zimmer, and he hits this one right up the middle, and this will be into center field for a leadoff single. Bradley Zimmer hasn't got many opportunities this season, but he gets one there with a single. Then Harold Ramirez will get his first opportunity as a Cleveland Indian. 2-2 to him. He cannot connect on a nice curveball inside. Beautiful pitch by Harvey. That's his 3rd strikeout of the day. Andres Jimenez up next. First pitch swing and hits it into right. Runner was actually going. This one has a chance, but is caught on the warning track. And then a beautiful throw to first doubles up the runner. So a nice play out there in the outfield. Will end the 2nd. We'll go now to the bottom of the 4th, where Josh Naylor leads us off. He gets a nice high fastball, but can't do anything with it. That'll be the first out. Ben Gamble up next. Full count. He draws a walk, so he will take first base. And that'll bring up Bradley Zimmer. First pitch to Zimmer. He connects on a nice fastball left right over the middle, and he makes him pay. It gets into the stands. Bradley Zimmer, his first home run of the season. And Cleveland Indians take the lead 2-0. What a shot by Bradley Zimmer, who's seen his average already go up from 217 to the 280s now. Maybe that'll mean more chances for him. Next batter, Harold Ramirez, also first pitch swing, and he gets a nice fastball high, but just flies out to right field. That'll be the 2nd out of the 4th. Next up, Andres Jimenez, first pitch to him. He tries to lay down a bunt, but he just pops it up right behind home plate. Easy play for the 3rd out. Go top 5 now, see if Baltimore has any sort of answer. This is Maikel Franco stepping in. And he gets a 2-2 curveball and just launches it to left. Got way underneath it, though, as that one is caught easily by Zimmer. DJ Stewart now up next, 0-1. He hits this one into right field, and this one's played over there by Ramirez. So 2 outs in the corners of the outfield, and then Freddie Galvis will hit one that does not get up the middle. Nice spinning throw. That's a 1-2-3 fifth. Allen would be pulled after the 5th despite a solid day in favor of Phil Matan, who's got a 5.68 ERA. So very interesting call here by Terry Francona. And the first batter, Rio Reese, he will draw a walk. So Matan not off to a hot start. Taylor Davis now up next, 1-0. Fastball popped up into center. This will be out number 1 as Rosario has it cleanly. Back to the top of the order, Austin Hayes now. First pitch swinging into right. Ramirez is over, and he does glove this one. So that's 2 outs now. Bringing up Cedric Mullins. 2-0 to Mullins. Lined into left center. This one will get into the gap. It is cut off by Zimmer. So holds the runners to a single, but the inning's not over yet. Ryan Mountcastle now. Full count. Runners take off. Ramirez gloves it, throws it to first, but actually airmails it into the dugout. An E5 from Ramirez proves costly, as that is a run for Baltimore, and they're going to be bringing in 2 more. Ryan Mountcastle into left center. He tries to take second. He will be thrown out. But Baltimore now has a 3-2 lead. What a quick turn of events, and they're going to bring in Dylan Tate now since they have the lead. 3.26 ERA on the season through his 34 appearances. Start at the bottom of the 7th with Andres Jimenez, 2-1 to him, and he ropes this one into right field. It'll get past the right fielder up against the wall. That's a quick double, easy double for Jimenez, who's starting to pick up the bat a little bit, his 8th double of the season. Austin Hedges is your catcher today, and he's the next batter, and he hits this one into left field. So back-to-back base hits now, runners on the corners, nobody out. Cleveland looking to get that run back. 2-0 Rosario. 4-6-3 double play, but the run does score. So you're all tied up now, 3 apiece. Next batter up is Cesar Hernandez, trying to keep the inning alive. He does not do that as he pops up a sinker into center field. That one is gloved. And we're tied up at 3 with 2 innings to go. Cal Quantrill comes in into the 8th inning now, 3.10 ERA on the season. 0-1 to Davis, and he will hit a fastball into left field. Zimmer is over. That'll be the first out of the 8th. Austin Hayes up next, 0-2, and he hits this one to the shortstop. Nice glove over there. So 2 away now for Cedric Mullins. First pitch swing, and he takes a fastball into right. This one's got some distance, and it clears the wall. Cedric Mullins, a solo shot, breaks the tie. Just like that, his 5th home run of the season off of Cal Quantrill. And Baltimore regains the advantage here in the 8th. Brings them up 4-3, and Cleveland's got to come back again. Next batter up is Ryan Mountcastle. He gets the green light on 3-0. He grounds out. But Cleveland now got 2 innings to get that run back. Tanner Scott will come in the bottom of the 8th. The lefty had a bad 2021 to say the least. He will start off his day against Jose Ramirez. First pitch swinging on a slider, drills it to the deepest part of the ballpark. Fortunately, the ballpark will hold it, and that'll be out number 1. Josh Naylor up next. 1-1 chopper to the second baseman. Easy play over there. 2 down now. Brings up Ben Gamel. 1-2 to Gamel. Swinging through the high fastball. They get nothing. So that means we're going to head to the 9th. Before we get to the bottom of the 9th, Jordan Hicks comes in for Cleveland in the top of the 9th. Baltimore looking for a couple of insurance runs. 2-0 to Mancini to start off the inning. He dribbles this one right in front of the pitcher's mouth. Hicks has an easy play at first. Maikel Franco's turn. 1-1. Hits this one way down the line up against the wall, but it is caught out there and left by Zimmer. Just had enough space. DJ Stewart then blows through a 101 fastball, so it'll come down to the bottom of the 9th. And Paul Fry steps out of the bullpen. He is 5 for 7 on save opportunities this season, but has a 1 ERA. So Paul Fry been pretty solid. He will start off against Bradley Zimmer, who is 2 for 3 today with that solo shot earlier. 2-0 to Zimmer. He gets this one into left center, and it is gloved out there in left. Nice catch by Mountcastle. Ramirez up next, 1-0. Shot right to the shortstop. Franco throws him out at first, and we're down to our final outs And it is Andres Gimenez. He has 199 on the season. We could use a big hit right here. 1-2 to Gimenez. He swings and through the slider, and that'll end the ball game here. The Orioles steal game 1 of this 4-game series by a final score of 4-3. They come back late. The bullpen let us down. And you got to wonder, was pulling Allen after 5 strong innings a good call? 4 runs on 5 hits is all that Baltimore needed. We had 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Tay gets the win, Quantrill the loss, Fry the save. And player of the game will go to Cedric Mullins, who hit that solo shot back in the 8th. So a not so good start to this series. But in game 2, we do bounce back, win this one 6-2. 6 runs on 8 hits for us. Mullins went yard again for Baltimore, but we had Gimenez go yard in 4 RBIs, and Bieber pitched a pretty solid day. Game 3 wins 7-3, so it looks like we're starting to bounce back. 6 runs through the first 3 innings was enough for us. Gimenez goes yard twice in this one, so he's starting to pick up the bat. And then in game 4, we went 2-1, so we do take 3 out of 4 from Baltimore. Their offense was Ryan Mountcastle. We had Reyes and Rosario with RBIs, and got a solid outing out of Zach Plesac. So going into the next episode, we will go back on the road, this time against a couple of NL Central opponents in the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. So the Indians sit 38-30, looking pretty solid as we continue the month of June, and we'll look to continue that train next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.